Hey guys, so before we continue on with today's video, I want to thank our sponsor, which is Dossier. Dossier is my favorite fragrance company because they provide dupes of all of our favorite luxury designer perfumes for a fraction of the price. Their website is super cool because you can type in any perfume you've ever loved, from Viva La Juicy to a Tom Ford to a Gucci, like anything, and the dupe of it will show up. The perfumes start at $29 and it's an amazing deal because the fragrances are really accurate. Anytime I wear one of my favorites, I get compliments out like, oh, is that this perfume that's $100? And I'm like, kind of. They are long lasting, the bottles are very chic, and what's super cool is they have a money back guarantee policy, so you can try the bottles for up to 30 days, and if after 30 days of wearing it every day you don't like it, you can send it back for a full refund. I feel like that shows they really just believe in their brand and their product. These are two of my favorites. This is Citrus Green Apple and this is Citrus Ginger. Literally the other day I wore Citrus Green Apple and someone asked me, is that light blue? And I was like, I mean, it's based off of it. So if there's a perfume you've really been wanting to try, or you want to repurchase one of your favorite perfumes, I would recommend trying out one of the Dossier ones because again, they are very accurate and again, for a fraction of the price. And you can get 10% off your order with my code, so I will link them down below. You guys should definitely check them out. I have so many of their perfumes and I just really like them. Like, it's literally my go-tos. Thank you so much to them for sponsoring today's video. Again, don't forget to check them out and use the code if you do, and let's continue on with the rest of the video. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you know me, you know that I am the queen of waking up early. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm sure you've seen one of my early morning beverage posts or 528 Hertz music. A lot of you ask me how to wake up earlier, and today I wanted to share with you some things that have helped me, and then at the end we're going to be going over my specific aesthetic morning routine. My first tip is to look at your current routine and use a REM calculator to determine the easiest time for you to begin waking up earlier. I would recommend putting the time you want to wake up at. So let's say you want to wake up at 5 a.m. It'll give you times the night before where you should try to fall asleep by, to where you won't be waking up, or your alarm won't be waking you up in the middle of a REM cycle. If we're to wake ourselves up, or our alarm is to wake ourselves up in the middle of that, it's going to disrupt the cycle and make us feel tired even if we got plenty of hours of sleep before. Versus if you wake up at the end of a cycle, you're gonna wake up a lot more refreshed and you're just gonna have an easier time waking up. So that would be my first thing. If you guys watched one of my recent videos on how to be productive and stay motivated, I talked about the importance of setting up new routines psychologically, and like how our brain picks up on new routines and how to make those routines stick and last. A new one I found about from my sister actually was the 3-week system, where it basically takes 3 weeks for our bodies, our brains to adapt to a new routine. So after the first week of, let's say, going to bed earlier and waking up early, you give yourself a reward, a treat. This could be something like going to get a fancy coffee in the morning, or getting a nicer breakfast for yourself, maybe doing a relaxing yoga practice instead of your typical hardcore workout in the morning. I don't know. So you do that after the first week, and then the second week you continue the habit. So this would be like going to sleep earlier, waking up earlier, and then you give yourself a bigger reward at the end of the second week. Maybe treating yourself to a really nice dinner, a nice lunch, ordering food if you don't usually do that, but something that's even more than the week before. So then by the third week, your brain has started to establish that this routine is good. Another way that we can do this that's really important is by making our morning routines enjoyable. We don't want to feel stressed out in the morning and sleepy and groggy. You know, we want to feel good. So one of the luxuries of waking up earlier is that you do have more time to yourself and to ease into your day. A lot of people think of waking up earlier as, you know, you just have to cram as much stuff in there as possible, but you're like still tired, so it just sounds not like a good time. You can like ease your way into the day. And again, when you have those extra few hours in the morning before school, before work, before the work day, it's gonna make such a difference in the rest of your day. Things like making your favorite beverage. Some people like to do yoga, meditation. Some people like to read a book, go to the gym, journaling, you know, things that are just for yourself that maybe you wouldn't have time to do otherwise if you were to just like wake up right before you have to leave or whatever. And then because this has such a an amazing effect on the rest of your day. I know, at least for me, I definitely feel the difference on days where maybe I do sleep in longer and I do just like get right to work. I'm so much more calm and relaxed and centered and grounded on days where I'm able to like ease into my day. So as far as just getting up, because it can be so hard, sometimes you have to do the force yourself method. Days where I know I want to wake up early and just, you know, get right to it, I just force myself to sit up, and you can just like keep water by your bed. I'm sure a lot of you do that already, and just like drink the water, and then you're gonna have to get up and pee, so it just makes you get up. And then once you're already up, it's so much easier to stay up versus if I'm in bed, I wake up, maybe I turn over on the other side, or like I grab my phone. 30 minutes, an hour, even more than that can go by so fast. So I know you guys have heard it before, but it really does make such a difference in your day, in your life, in your morning to not be on your phone first thing. When you're already kind of sleepy, when you wake up first thing and stay in your bed and then you're on your phone, it just makes it all the more easy to stay in bed and not get up. So I try to not do that unless it's like a weekend. And same thing for the night before, you know? Not going on my phone before bed definitely makes a huge difference in the quality of my sleep and my ability to fall asleep faster, which is super crucial if you are trying to go to sleep earlier, you know? I know not everyone's gonna relate to this, but I would always, if you guys have watched any of my old videos, my old morning routines, I would always make a coffee first thing. And I've been trying to cut down on caffeine, half decaf, and I have felt a lot better having way less caffeine. But also I realized that I felt more energetic in my mornings, and I was able to avoid that caffeine crash later if I didn't have caffeine first thing. So the trick to just have a beverage first thing that's gonna hydrate you, and then later on when you are kind of feeling that natural dip in your day, which again is due to our REM cycles, that's when you have caffeine if you want, to give you a boost to get through that, because we can't always take a nap in the middle of the day, like as much as I would love to. So having caffeine then and only using it when it's really going to help you instead of just going to it out of habit or just like for the flavor, the experience, the vibe, which I was always doing, that's made a huge difference in my mornings. And even though at first I definitely felt more sleepy not having caffeine first thing, once I got over that, it just took like a week-ish. I actually feel a lot better in my mornings and just more, again, more centered, more grounded, more hydrated. And then I'll have a caffeine maybe later in the day if I feel like I need it. Again, it's not even an everyday thing for me anymore. Can you believe it? But that has also really helped. So just being in tune with your body and asking it what it needs, and then you kind of know how your body works, what it reacts to, what it likes, what it doesn't like. So when you do make changes in your habits and in your routines, it's going to be easier to work with your body to make those changes rather than against it. So I hope those tips are helpful. Let me know if you have any questions or if you have anything that's worked for you down below. But now I wanted to share with you guys what I've been doing recently. If you've been watching my channel or listening to my podcast recently, you know that I have been on this no caffeine journey, and also just in dealing with anxiety day to day. Some days more than others, but I, a couple months ago was just really trying to adapt my routines to benefit me and to make me feel good and calm and again, grounded. So this is my new morning routine that I've been doing for the past couple months, and it's really been helping. So starting from the night before, I have been reading a book before bed instead of being on my phone, and I try to read a book before bed that's gonna be entertaining, lighthearted, easy to read. I am currently still rereading the Little House books. Let me know if you've read them. I said this in my How to Read More Books video, but I've never read them as an adult, and they're just a great, young adult children's novel. Super relaxing and nice to read before bed. Gets you sleepy. Like, I'm not gonna read my Angela Davis before bed because I just won't be able to pay attention. Like, it's not gonna be a good time. I also have a sleepy time tea before bed. Love a chamomile, a peppermint, a sleepy time lavender. I don't go on my phone, I make the lighting nice where I can read, but it's still kind of dim, calm, etc. If I'm gonna wake up at 5, I do try to be in bed by 9. Read for like 20-30 minutes. Sometimes it's earlier than that, sometimes it is a little later, but that's like my average just weekday time to go to sleep. So I wake up, I have been getting up right away Some days it's harder than others, but I'll make my bed. That's really important, and I feel like kind of seals the deal. Like, okay, we're up for the day. We're not getting back in bed. I have a cup of peppermint tea with these good mood herbal drops. They have ashwagandha in them, St. John's wort, and a couple other herbs that are good for stress and anxiety. Let me know if you guys watch Yoga with Adrienne, but I did her January challenge yoga journey where she had a new video every day. So that really got me in the habit of, you know, just starting my day off with yoga and meditation. And I've still been keeping that up. Just really using that time to ground myself, to meditate, to focus on my breathing. If you guys have like an Apple Watch or a Fitbit, I like to track my heart rate and just get my heart rate real down. And that's so much easier to do in the morning before the stress of the day, especially before any caffeine, etc. I will also have water during this time, but I hope you guys know that's just like a given. Then I will get up for my meditation, you know, open all my blinds, make it light in here. And this whole time I also have my diffuser going on. I love doing a peppermint eucalyptus in the morning and a lavender sandalwood at night. So then I will typically have breakfast, and during this time I like to journal, write down my dreams from the night before if I remember them, and I will usually call my sister at this time because she lives in Europe, so that's a good time for us to talk. So after I eat, I will usually do my morning skincare or shower, or I'll go to the gym and then do that. I've also been playing Wordle, so I'll do that while I eat breakfast sometimes. Today I read my book while I ate. It's just really, like, for me, been about mindfulness and, again, doing things that I know are gonna set me up for the rest of the day, not just what's gonna feel good in the moment. Because sometimes there's nothing better than than waking up, getting on Instagram first thing, and like having a coffee in your bed. Like, that's great sometimes. But I was just finding that it wasn't making me really feel good in the rest of the day. And especially as someone who does tend to, you know, be a little stressed outside, like I just really wanted to do things that were gonna support me and make my body feel good. And it's like, wow, all the little tips and tricks you hear, like starting your day off with meditation, they really do work. Or like have less caffeine. So I think instead of looking at it as like, oh, I need to be more productive or I need to have this perfect routine or something, it's more about asking yourself, like, what is gonna make me feel good in the long term? And when you look at it like that, at least for me, I know it just makes the experience so much more enjoyable, because there would be times in the past where I would try to like start my day off with a meditation, but it just never really felt like, it was just like, I felt rushed. I just wasn't like in it, you know? I just always ended up going back to being on my phone first thing and like whatever, you know, sometimes I would come out and edit a video first thing. And I just feel like now I have found so much peace in what I'm doing currently that it's like my brain wants to do that. So having like a solid reason, you know, is also such a key factor. Like, you can't just do it because, oh, I think I should be doing this, or I want to be more productive, or I need to be more on the grind. It's like, how am I gonna feel good? What does my body need to find support? And how can I feel good in the rest of my day? So those would be my tips and tricks. I hope this was helpful to you guys. Again, let me know in a comment down below, are you more of a morning person naturally or a night owl? What is your current morning routine? What is something you do for yourself that makes you and your body feel good? And let me know what you want me to talk about next time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.